Essex, a helping hand with your land.
Neil from Essex here today to answer a viewer question. An email here from James Clinton with some questions about a BX tractor he just got. If you'd like to ask me a question, go ahead and put together a little video clip here, shoot it over to YouTube at Messix.com, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Hi Neil, I have a Kubota BX2680 with a loader, a mower, a bagger, and a snowblower hidden back there somewhere. And I have 3 rubber blocks that have fallen off of this somewhere, and for the life of me I can't figure out where these are supposed to be mounted. Any tips would be appreciated. Thanks.
So James seems to have found some unusual things here on his tractor, these little rubber blocks. To be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea what they are, but like a good salesman, if I look you in the eye and talk confidently, you probably wouldn't know otherwise, so that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of times when tractors, or any equipment for that matter, come to us from the manufacturer, there are often things on those machines that are there for shipping purposes, and if they're not removed in the setup and prep process, they often cause concern by their new owners when they find things on those machines that seem to have fallen off or don't seem to have a known function. So I'm gonna walk you around out here in the lot and show you what some of those shipping things look like. First and foremost, if you follow me back here to this loader, on this hydraulic cylinder right here is a little O-ring. And if you look at this cylinder, you would almost look at this and think that this is a seal that had popped out from the cylinder itself. And in fact, it's not. These little O-rings are rolled the whole way up here against the cylinder when they're painted in order to keep the paint from getting on the wiper seal that's right there. Generally, the prep process that the service department goes through, they should trim these things off. But you can see here it broke right off when I tore it a little bit. If you see these things floating around on here, you don't have a problem with your loader. This is just a little O-ring that's put in there for shipping purposes. Come along with me here, we'll find some more. This is an L2501 DT gear drive tractor. A lot of times on a gear drive tractor, when the manufacturer makes a machine and they store it in a warehouse and they ship it to a dealership, there could be several months that goes by between the time that that machine is manufactured and it arrives in a dealer's lot and is prepped and set up and set out here in the parking lot. During that shipping time in a gear drive tractor, if you have clutch plates that are inside of that machine being pressed together that entire time, those clutch plates can actually eventually start to seize up. That happens on things like your slip clutches on your implements, but also your clutches and your transmissions. For that purpose, when a lot of gear drive machines are shipped, there's a little rubber block or wood block that's put between the pedal and the bottom of the machine in order to keep that clutch pedal pushed the entire way open. Sometimes you'll find it in your owner's manual with a little sticker on it. That's the purpose of it. It's there that if you put the machine into storage for several months to give you that little block to be able to keep the clutch pressed the entire way open to hold the plates apart. Sometimes you'll find some unique packaging on backhoes. That's because of the outriggers generally. The cylinders that are on the outriggers and on the booms themselves will leak down if unsecured. Now on your backhoe boom, you're gonna have pins and stuff and latches that are gonna hold the boom in place, but there is no way to lock up your outriggers. And so oftentimes when you have machines coming to us with factory installed backhoes, you'll find they're gonna come with zip ties that are gonna hold these outriggers up. Prep should certainly remove the zip ties, but that's another little bit that sometimes is dangling around on these things and they come off the truck. Machines like utility vehicles come packed into trucks. They can come side by side, 2 units wide, and I believe 4 or 5 units long on 2 different floors inside of specially made tractor trailers. They pack these things into those trucks. In order to place these things front to back and have them not constantly crashing into each other if they shift during load, there are actually hitch plates that will slide into the receivers that have a little crash plate on the front of it here to keep the grill guards and stuff from getting marked up during transit. So in summary, if you talk confidently about something, people tend to believe you. So if you can't tell, I have no idea what those rubber blocks are, but my suspicion is they are something that's related to that transport process, right? Rubber blocks, in order to isolate something from vibrating against each other or to hold things apart or hold those clutch pedals open, could be a number of different things, but that's what that appears to me. You don't have something falling off of your tractor. So if you're buying a new machine and you're going through this process, most of the time you should see service departments catch these things and remove them, but I know those little wiper O-rings I often see floating around, and sometimes things like this will get thrown into cup holders and that kind of stuff as they fall off as things are coming off a truck and floating around parking lots or end up in the toolbox. So if you have kind of an unknown thing like that, just ask the question what it is. Don't freak out that something's fallen off your machine. So if you're going through the buying process for a piece of equipment, or if you have parts or service needs that we can help with, give us a call at Messick's. We're available at 800-222-3373 or online at Messick's.com. Take a quick look here at what James has... Nah. If you'd like to ask... Sorry. Trucking companies certainly would have to...